found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She said my dreams, I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love.
Family and friends, please stand.
Carry love, to carry children all our own. We are still kids, but we're so.
When we first met, I was completely blown away. It's hard to read. When we first met, I was completely blown away, mostly by your hair, but also by your question. You asked, "Do you like whales?" So after our first date whale watching and getting to know the incredible person you are, I knew this moment would come. But now I'm actually standing here looking at your beautiful face. I feel like the luckiest man alive. 2 more paragraphs. The past 6 years is filled with the most amazing memories together, and I'm looking forward to making many more. I promise to taste test all your treats for the rest of my life. Why is it so hard?
Because it's love, darling.
Oh.
That's why.
You are all that I ever will need. Thank you for wanting to share the rest of your life with me. I love you.
James, from the first night I met you at your 21st birthday, I was so intrigued by you. There was just something about you. As I got to know you, I realised we were the complete opposite, but in a good way. Every day, you make me smile, you make me laugh, sometimes you make me angry, but most of all, you make me feel loved, happy, and always support me. I believe everything happens for a reason, and we have both grown so much over the last 6 years, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us and spend the rest of our lives together. I promise to be faithful, loving, caring, and always support you till the end of time. I love you.
And it gives me the greatest pleasure to now officially pronounce you husband and wife. James, please kiss your beautiful bride.
So, for everybody that doesn't know me, my name's Nick. I'm Zarah's bigger, older, debatedly wiser brother. I'm sure a few would disagree with that, though. There's one thing I'm sure we'd all agree on, though, today, is that Zarah definitely got the looks in the family. Both on the outside and on the inside. Zarah, I'm proud to call you my little sister. You're a very kind, caring and loving lady. And and James is a very lucky man to have you.
For those that haven't met me, I'm Pete, Zara's dad. The last wedding I had to speak at was Nick's, and when it's the boy, you can pretty much talk about anything. But for Zarah, I actually did a bit of research, and there is so much stuff I cannot talk about when it's the bride. There's a rule book, Zarah. But no, so where I'll go with this, it follows a common theme that I've heard a couple of times today, and Zara's just mentioned it again. I'm a firm believer that things happen when they happen, good or bad. They have to happen for life to move on and get to where we need to be. And I'm just looking at these two now, and by jingos, are they where they need to be? It seemed like only a few days ago, Zarah was heading off from New Zealand to Australia on her big adventure. And I was sorry to see her go, but I honestly believe now that it was exactly the right thing for Zarah to do. She had to put up with our holiday not long after she got here, when Callum was still only about 8, 10 years old or something. And Zarah came home from work, and within 60 seconds she knew he'd touched something in her room. So Callum learned a valuable lesson: don't muck with Zarah. James, boy, jingos, welcome to the family. Apparently I was supposed to tell you to look after the little girl, but I think with Nick down the road, he'll do that for me. But Zarah, you were beautiful today. Absolutely stunning. I was betting with myself whether it would be purple or pink hair, and it's a bit of both. And the other bet I had was who was going to be the nervous one. And I was right. But no, the two of you up there, the looks you were giving each other, absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful.
Now, Nana, if you'd like to come up and do a speech, please.
Hi everyone. I've got a little story to tell you about our darling bride. It's very special. Years ago, her mum needed a baby. She wanted desperately a baby girl, and it just wasn't happening. So one day I said to her, look darling, let's go upstairs and ask God for a baby girl. So we went upstairs into my bedroom, and we got down on our knees, and I said a short prayer and asked God, please would you send a baby girl into our family? Thank you, God, thank you. And we just believed that that would happen. And in the meantime, she went home, and often I would pray for this baby girl. And one day, the phone rang at Deborah's, and somebody told her about this baby girl, and she went down to see the mother, and the mother agreed that she would let Deborah have this baby girl. And I was at home in Ngākuta Bay, and Deborah rang me and said, Mum, I've got little Zarah. I want you to see her. She's so beautiful. And she brought her out to us. Wow, was she the most beautiful baby I've ever seen. She was so beautiful. Creamy skin, beautiful blue eyes, just smiling. Oh, we were so blessed to have her in our family. And I knew that God answers prayers. We both knew, didn't we, Debs? God answers prayers. And we were so grateful. We thanked him for this baby, who's now a beautiful big baby. And just recently, Debs wrote a poem and she wouldn't read it. So I said, well, I'll read it for you. So here it is. I have to have this here. It's called Through My Eyes. Darling daughter, gift from above, that day I first saw you, I fell in love. Skin so fair, like peaches and cream, bright blue eyes that held a strong, innocent gleam. Future unknown, what it would hold. As it turned out, your story was told. Taught to be strong, always hold on, even if you know all has gone. Beautiful baby, delightful child, stubborn teenager, sometimes wild. Amazing young lady, with passion too. The fight for injustice she does pursue. Boyfriends? Yeah, they have been and gone. At times she felt so forlorn. And then she met James, her number one man, and her mother became James' number one fan. And the passion they share, all things in life. Cars on the racetrack, they love to slide. It's called drifting. I don't know anything about that. So James asked Zarah to be his wife, join their hearts as they continued life, follow their passions, stay true to themselves, live in their home that's full of shelves. Shelves for Miss Kitty, shelves for James' car. From when they met, they have come so far. September the 16th, today they move forward, committed to marriage, a promise to our Lord, to love and honour the rest of their lives, raise children with hope, they shall be wise. Mr. and Mrs. they have become, and Mr. and Mrs. now they are one. God bless you.
I referred in my opening about me being the debatedly wiser one. There's a bit of a reason for that. My beautiful little sister, she was so young, so innocent, so gullible, and she would believe anything. I hope you had it over here. It was a TV show called Barney, and it was about a big purple dinosaur. Does anyone remember Barney? Yeah? Excellent, that's good. So, Barney, the whole thing behind that is that if you believe him, you can do it. And little Zarah believed she could fly. We lived in a two-storied house at the time with a beautiful balcony. You could see the ocean. And Zarah decided she was going to try and fly. Needless to say, there was a hospital visit afterwards. Sorry, Zarah, couldn't help it. Yeah, she flew for a little bit before gravity took over. So anyway, on that note, Arthur and Sam, if you guys would like to come up.
Hey, I'll just keep it short and sweet. Yeah, I'd just like to congratulate you both for today and your wonderful relationship. With you guys, it's always been like you've been stuck together like glue. Like from the first time we met Zarah, we always knew that, well, we always pretty much knew they were going to get married, and we just knew. Like it was one of those relationships where as soon as they met, just being around them and everything, like nothing really phases them. They're always strong through thick and thin. And I'm sure like out of all the relationships I've seen, I've never really seen these two stick together that well, because it's really inspiring. And James, I'm just getting a bit emotional. But you've always been a good brother to me, and I'm really happy for you today. And I think I'm usually good at speeches, but he's rubbed me off the wrong way after his emotional time. Now I'm all emotional. I remember when we were growing up playing cricket out the back, just a funny little childhood memory really. I always got really good at bowling because James would never really let me bat. Well, what happens was we're out the back playing cricket. Dad had mow us a nice cricket pitch out the back, and I was out there all day bowling. I'd finally get him out, and he'd say, no, one more. So I'd get him out again. He'd say, no, one more. I finally get him out and say, okay, I'm batting now. He'd throw the wicket stumps over the fence. And he walks inside, like all pissed off and angry. I'm like, what's going on? So I never really got to bat. Just thought I'd tell that little story about James. But he was always a good brother to me, though. Like, he'd go out there and play cricket with me, so that's a good thing. And he's just always been there for me. Like, I'm his little brother, so... Oh, yeah, I didn't introduce myself. Sorry, I'm Sam, James's little brother. And he's always been there for me. Just really, if I ever needed anything, he's always there for me. So I'd just like to say congratulations, guys, and welcome to our family, Zarah.
Andy, if you'd like to come on up, mate, you've got a reading for Kate, which is one of Zara's friends.
Zarah, life simply wouldn't be the same without your quirkiness in it, and having you as my older sister has been one of the best blessings I've ever had. Your constant support and love is something I'm so very lucky to have. Being able to look up to you and watch you succeed in something you are so very passionate about, it's simply amazing, and I couldn't be more proud of you. James, well, now you're officially kind of stuck with us. Thank you always for the support that you give Zarah and for loving her endlessly. I've never seen her so happy. She's one lucky girl. To the newlyweds, I wish you all the best on this magical day, and I know you'll have a day filled with laughter and joy. I wish I could have been there to celebrate with you. Lots of love, Kate.